welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup for June 16th. Hopefully this video is coming out on June 16th. Yesterday's video, YouTube decided to not process it. And this morning when I woke up, it still hadn't been processed, so I had to re-upload it. Apparently it's like an 8-hour window and then you're supposed to delete it and try again, but by the time that things kind of worked themselves out, it was pretty much useless. So if this is your first time coming here, I take notes on the games, saving you the time of watching the games yourself if you missed them. You know, how many people want to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch Rare Atom and Ultra Prime? Only a masochist. So I go over all the games here and saving you the time of going back through the VOD yourself. So Series 1 between Rare Atom and Oh My God. So this was a real interesting one. We had our first Nasus in the LPL in top for 10 years. Game 1 was slow. OMG would take an Ocean, and then a Cloud where First Blood would occur at 12 minutes, getting a kill. Not even a minute later, Strive and 0909, by the way, 0909 was in for cream in this one, would exchange solo kills in mid as, I think Strive dove 0909. At 13 minutes, OMG would go bot, and then laning phase would end with OMG up 3-1 with a 2k gold lead. At 15 minutes, Rare Atom would respond by going 4-0 in the river, Strive with a double. This would give Rare Atom some power. They would take a Hextech Drake and go up 1k gold by 20 minutes. So between 14 and 20 minutes, OMG went from 2 ahead to 1 behind. Strive was 3-1 and 2 on the Orianna. Strive was definitely the MVP of Game 1. The game would slow down. There'd be no kills between 15 and 27 minutes. Rare Atom would take a Hextech and then get a kill to break the streak, going to Hextech Soul Point. At 29 minutes, they would take a Baron, uncontested, giving themselves a 3k gold lead. OMG would get a pick to slow that Baron down. At 33 minutes, Rare Atom would take Hextech Soul after a fight that goes 1-1. 35 minutes, Rare Atom would then win a fight in mid 3-0, iBoy with a double. They would then get another kill in the base of OMG, but OMG would defend. There'd be a final fight at 36 minutes where Rare Atom would win 4-0, Strive with another double on Orianna. During laning phase, Rare Atom did not attempt to make a play and went 0 for 1 on the power play because they had the one Baron, and OMG would attempt one play in the early game and fail. Game 2, OMG started this one off the same way as Game 1. All 3 games, they actually started the game off pretty much the same. They would take a Hextech after getting a kill. Rare Atom would respond at 11 minutes, getting a kill top, and that was all that would happen during laning phase. They would end at 13 minutes, score 1-1, OMG up 1k gold. During laning phase, Rare Atom would attempt 2 plays and fail both times. OMG would attempt 1. What I consider to be a play, by the way, is a gank diver roam where a player actually commits to the lane and commits to make a play and it fails. Obviously, I say this every video, but new people come in. There are wins that occur where, oh, you drew a flash, or, oh, you knocked them out of lane. I mean, yes, those are micro wins, but I'm just going over the grand scale of things, kills versus deaths, to determine this, just for ease of going over it. OMG would take a Cloud after 13 minutes. Rare Atom get a kill on top. OMG then get a kill in the jungle at 19 minutes. Rare Atom take an Ocean afterwards. 25 minutes is a skirmish in the jungle that goes 1-1. Then we have OMG going to Ocean Soul Point after getting 1 kill. 27 minutes, OMG would win a big fight 5-0 to secure the Baron. Abel with a triple on Samira. That gives them a 4.5k gold lead. After the Baron, OMG are up 9-3 in kills. Abel is 4-0-3. So 3 of the 4 kills coming on in that fight. OMG then end 4-0 in mid with the Baron. Abel getting a triple in that fight as well. So OMG 1 for 1 on the power play. Rare Atom without one. Game 3, we get our Nasus top out of Cube. Cube ends up being MVP, not only because the Nasus was impactful, but because it takes some serious gonads to do that. So at level 1, Rare Atom get a level 1 play successfully, which set the tone for this early game that was very different than the other ones previously. So Rare Atom get that kill level 1. OMG then take an Ocean, and at 9 minutes we have our next fight where OMG take a Rift Herald getting a kill. A minute later, Rare Atom go mid, then they go top, they take a Mountain, and then they get 2 more kills top at 13 minutes, Cube with both. So a lot of action in the first 13 minutes. Laning phase ends at 14 minutes. Rare Atom up 6-1 in kills and 6k gold. Cube is 3-0-0. During laning phase, Rare Adam attempted 5 plays, which was more. That was actually more than both teams had attempted during laning phase combined in the first 2 games. That Rare Adam going 3 for 5, OMG 0 for 2. 16 minutes, Rare Adam wouldn't stop there, diving top again. Then a reset, take an Infernal, OMG go bot at 19 minutes, Rare Adam go top again. Rare Adam wanted to emphasize the top side of the Rift. 21 minutes, Rare Adam win a fight 2-0 in the jungle. That gives them prio over the Baron, which they take at 23 minutes. OMG would punish them for taking that Baron 4-1, Abel with a triple. That gives Rare Adam a 7k lead. So Rare Adam are it just kind of shows how ahead Rare Adam were, that they still had a 7k gold lead after losing the fight 4-0 after taking that Baron. The game slows way down. OMG taking Infernal, Rare Adam taking Infernal to go to Soul Point. And then at 30 minutes, the game ends 5-0 in the jungle. Cube and Strive both with doubles. So, final score of the last game, 16-6. All 3 games actually had 10 kill differential, which I'm just noticing now. Rare Adam 0 for 1 on the power play, OMG 0 for 0. This game, 0909 looked good at times. His Lissandra is pretty good in game 2. Looked better than Cream did in the first series. My win con was that, is this Cream's last stand? And apparently it had already happened. So we'll see who plays for OMG in their next series. Now, Ultra Prime and BLG, we had another 3-gamer here. I smudged my board, so some of these notes are smudged, so we're going to try and get through it. But it all came down to game 3 for me, where Crisp ended up being MVP. So game 1, Ultra Prime go bot to get first blood at 3 minutes. BLG responded 5 minutes, Weiwei with a double. This was the Weiwei show in game 1 on the Graves. So he would go mid and get a double. 6 minutes, Ultra Prime would go mid, BLG would go bot, Ultra Prime would go top, all before 10 minutes. So between 5 and 10 minutes, we had 3 plays occur. BLG take an Ocean, they then go mid lane. 13 minutes, Weiwei and BLG would go bot lane, Weiwei getting all 3 kills. So at the end of laning phase at 15 minutes, BLG are up 7-3, 2.5k gold, and Weiwei is 6-0-1. Just 1 second, I recommend you, I'm going to move the mic, so the audio is going to be a little bit louder. I just realized it's probably too far away. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little quieter, and then we're going to just pick it up back to normal pace, so I don't blow out your ears or something if it's too loud. So at 15 minutes, laning phase ended with BLG up 7-3, and like I said, Weiwei 6-0-1. Ultra Prime were 3 for 3 on their attempts to make a play. BLG were 4 for 4. So this series, the dives and ganks were successful both ways. Both side lanes and, just lanes in general were really disrespectful of the opponent, to the point where actually they were able to accomplish ganks and dives at a 100% rate in game 1. The game slowed down. Between 13 and 21 minutes, we had no kills. BLG would stack 2 Drakes, taking a Cloud and an Infernal to go to Soul Point. 23 minutes, there was an exchange of kills in the jungle. Then BLG would win a fight in mid 3-1, Weiwei with a double. This gave them prio over Baron at 23 minutes, which they would take. So at BLG at 23 minutes, have a Baron with a 5.5k gold lead. During the Baron, Ultra Prime would kind of stall it out. There'd be a skirmish in jungle that goes 1-1, then Ultra Prime would get a pick. 26 minutes, BLG won a fight 1-0 to take Soul. This put them up 14-7, and Weiwei had 10 of the 14 kills, and BLG were up 7k. 29 minutes, BLG would end 3-0 in the river, Doggo with a double. During this game, BLG were the only ones with a power play, going 0 for 1. Game 2, Ultra Prime would respond by going top lane at 3 minutes. BLG would then dive bot that same minute. 9 minutes, BLG would dive bot a second time, going 3-0, and then Ultra Prime would go bot themselves a minute later. So before 10 minutes, both teams had went bot a combined 3 times. BLG take a mountain. 13 minutes, laning phase ends with BLG up 4-2, Weiwei 2-1-2, and the gold is pretty much tied. During laning phase, Ultra Prime 2 for 3 on their attempts to make a play. BLG 2 for 2. So once again, very successful doing ganks and dives. For some reason, Ultra Prime and BLG were able to get it done, where most teams across the LPL and LCK have not been able to. BLG take a Hex Tech. So between 10 and 21 minutes, we had no kills. BLG taking that Hex Tech. 21 minutes, there's a fight in mid that goes 2-2. Then at 22 minutes, BLG go to Ocean Soul Point, Ultra Prime punishing them for doing so, 3-0. Hacker with a double on Lee Sin. This ended up being the Hacker show, so both junglers were exchanging, carry performances in Game 1 and Game 2. After this, Ultra Prime would win a fight that was extended 3-1. This allowed them to set up for Baron at 26 minutes and take it. 3K lead. 27 minutes, Ultra Prime get a kill in bot. That gives them prio to take Ocean. So after it's all said and done at 32 minutes, Ultra Prime are up 12-7, 5K gold. Hacker is 5-0-5. So not only getting kills, but also his kicks were on point. He was a real great setup man in this one. And then the game would end with Ultra Prime going 4-0. Elk with a triple on the Lucian. Elk was pretty lackluster in this game. I think he ended up with 4 kills when it was all said and done. Lucian Nami is not as good as we think it is. That is what I'm coming down to, and neither is Senna TK. So Ultra Prime 0 for 1 on the power play. They did not end with the Baron still, and BLG did not get one. So it all set up for Game 3. BLG would start it off going 2-0 in the jungle at 2 minutes. Ultra Prime then responding by going top lane and getting a kill. There'd be a reset. BLG take the mountain. 9 minutes, BLG dive bot, and then 2 minutes later go bot again. So once again, BLG emphasizing playing with that bot lane, making it chaotic. That gives them an Infernal. 14 minutes, Ultra Prime go bot lane themselves 2-0, crying with a double on the Azir. BLG then dive top at 15 minutes, and laning phase would end at that time. BLG up 5-3, gold pretty much tied. Fofo 2-0-2 on the Swain. During laning phase, once again, teams being successful, both teams 2 for 2 on their attempts to make a play. 18 minutes, BLG go to Ocean Soul Point, winning a fight 2-0. Then at 20 minutes, BLG get a kill in mid. 23 minutes, BLG take Ocean Soul outright, 4-0. Doggo with a double. So BLG are able to stack Drakes and win the team fights. 25 minutes after taking the Ocean Soul, BLG are up 12-3. Crisp, being the MVP, is 2-1-10. His Renata was great in this game. His ultimates were on point. His handshakes were on point. They're up 3K gold at 26 minutes. BLG won a big fight in mid 5-1. Crisp coming up huge. A triple kill from the support. Doggo with the other 2 kills. This allowed BLG to take a Baron, give them a 7K lead. At 30 minutes with the Baron, they would try and push to end 3-2, but Ultra Prime would defend. Doggo with all 3 kills. Then there would be a reset where they would fight around Elder at 32 minutes, where BLG would win 4-0 in the river. Doggo with a double. So, Doggo and Crisp coming up massive in this last game. Their team fighting was on point. It was just really, really good performance. Wei pulled out a Kha'Zix, which was interesting. Just an all-around great game out of these guys. Responding after the LNG loss. But I will say Ultra Prime are looking better than we thought they would, being that they are, they're coming off of a 2-0, and they're very competitive against BLG. So we'll see how they go going forward, how they do, and things of that nature. But that's it for the LPL. Now on to the LCK. Okay, now for the LCK, we don't have as many games to go over in this case, obviously being 2-0s in both cases. And Fredit Brion pulling out the Fredit Brion that I expected they would to start the split. So, game 1, slow games. This is the LCK. This is what it's all about. First blood comes at 10 minutes when Gen.G would go top lane. A minute later, KT would get a pick for a 2v2 kill. That would give them prio on the bot side of the rift, and they would secure an Infernal. Laning phase would end at 11 minutes after that play. 1-1, Gen.G with a 2.5k gold lead. During laning phase, KT attempted 1 play. Gen.G attempted 1 play and were successful. KT didn't attempt any. Then KT would take a Hex Tech and at 16 minutes get a pick. 19 minutes, KT would get a kill in mid, 1-0. This would put them up 3-1, but Gen.G were still up 3k gold. So KT are getting kills. Gen.G is unable to extend their lead as a result. At 21 minutes, KT go to Ocean Soul Point, winning a fight 4-0. Peanut and Doran with doubles. Doran ends up being MVP. I thought he was the only one that was kind of relevant in both games. That would give them prio over Baron. They would take that 7.5k lead. After the Baron subsided, they would take another Ocean. 28 minutes, Gen.G win a fight in the river 4-1. Doran once again with another double on the GP. Ruler with a double of his own. Oh, by the way, Lehens played Singed in this one. Senna Singed bot lane. Looks actually pretty decent. After winning this fight in the river, Gen.G take their second Baron of the game, giving themselves an 11k lead, and then after the Baron would subside, they would finally end 5-2, Ruler with a double, final score 12-6. Game 2, not a lot written here because not a lot really happening in these games. 4 minutes, we had First Blood where Rascal would outplay a top gank for a solo kill onto Doran. KT would then get a pick a minute later, take a mountain, and once again start the game off strong. At 12 minutes, Gen.G would succeed going top lane. KT say fine, we'll take a cloud, and at 17 minutes, laning phase ends. KT up 2-1 and have a slight 1k gold lead. During laning phase, Gen.G 1 for 2 on their attempts to make a play. That failure being that that top dive that Rascal outplayed. The success being going top lane again. And KT 0 for 1. The game slowed way down after this. Between 12 and 22 minutes, we had no kills and no fights between, after 12 minutes, we didn't have another fight that wasn't around an objective until 34 minutes. So Gen.G would take a Hextech, and then at 22 minutes, KT would go to Hextech Soul Point after a fight that goes 2-2, aiming with both kills. 28 minutes, KT would take the Hextech Soul, Gen.G punishing them for doing so 5-1. Chovy and Ruler with doubles. This would allow them to get Baron in a 4.5k gold lead. This also, after the Baron subsided, Gen.G were up 8-5, Chovy 3-0-3 on the Azir. Chovy probably being the best player in the second game, but really wasn't all that impactful in game 1. And then Gen.G would end at 34 minutes, 5-0, Ruler with a double. So somebody could say, oh, well, Ruler was evident in both games, getting double kills in both games multiple times, but I felt like the game was pretty much in hand by the time Ruler really got involved. 11k lead here after the Baron here. I thought he did really well in the K side. He was very aggressive in game 2, which I really appreciated. That aggression is what I like to see, and that doesn't happen often in the LCK. Ruler being one of the best 80 carries in the world, in my opinion. But, Gen.G are really good all across the board. It's hard to really pick a weak spot on the team, and it's probably topside. But in my opinion, Doran out was the MVP. His gangplank was real impactful in game 1, dealing a ton of damage. And in game 2, his Gnar was great setup in these team fights. So Gen.G move on 1-0. Oh, and both teams were in the top 15 in my power rankings. Gen.G 6th, KT 13th. Later today, you're going to see updated power rankings. Series 2, Fredit Brion and Damwon Kia. So this lived up to the hype I had. That's not a joke. Can you see that on the screen? Let me see. You can kind of make it out. That's a 3-0. This game was decided at 34 minutes. So, DK taking Infernal, Fredit Brion taking Ocean. And at 15 minutes, we have no kills. Damwon are up 1.5k gold. Damwon then take a Hextech. And at 22 minutes, these guys would break the record for the longest game in the LCK without a kill to start. So 22 minutes, they break the record. And they weren't done there. No, they weren't done. So Damwon take a Hextech, and at 30 minutes, they have a 3k gold lead, and the game is still 0-0. Damwon then go to Hextech Soul Point, and Fredit Brion are still not fighting them. There was almost kills in that one. It was really close, but everyone came out alive. 34 minutes, Fredit Brion take the Baron. They force the Baron and they take it. Finally, somebody forces something, and as a result, Damwon would win a fight afterwards 3-0. Showmaker with a double. Showmaker ends up being MVP. He was the only one that did anything in game 1 that warranted this, in my opinion. They would end 3-0. Laning phase, Damwon attempted one play and it failed. And Fredit Brion had the only power play, and that ended, the game ended short-handed, I guess. Damwon beating them. So even the last 2 Fredit Brion members wouldn't fall on the sword to end the game. Just kind of gives you the vibe. This is why I don't like Fredit Brion. I had somebody say, you're underestimating Fredit Brion, and I'm like, Fredit Brion just is so frustrating to watch. This is not League of Legends. This is like Just like this is just it's so frustrating to watch. It is truly frustrating to watch. This is actually Fredit Brion is why I do these videos, because I have to imagine nobody wants to sit through that garbage. Game 2. Damwon. This game's a little more interesting. This one is the most interesting game of the day. First blood would come at 9 minutes. Before that, Fredit Brion would take a mountain. At 9 minutes, though, DRX would... not DRX. Why did I write DRX? DK would take a Rift Herald 2-0. Fredit Brion would stack a second Drake, taking an Infernal after getting a kill. 13 minutes, Damwon would go bot lane. And at 15 minutes, laning phase would end with DK up 3-1 and a monster 5.5k gold lead, despite the little amount of kills. Canyon is 2-0-1 on a Lilia. Canyon played really well on that champion. And that's what I'm expecting actually out of the Lilia as this goes along. I want to see like the best junglers on it, because I think that it serves the purpose for the top junglers that I really like seeing. For some reason, Lilia fits their playstyles. DK taking Ocean after 15 minutes. During laning phase, Damwon were 1 for 2 on their attempts to make a play. Fredit Brion would not attempt any. 17 minutes, Fredit Brion would go top lane, and at 20 minutes, Damwon would win a big fight in the jungle, 4-3. Both 80 carries, trading triple kills. The game would slow down between 20 and 29 minutes, where we'd have no kills. Damwon going to Ocean Soul Point, so now they have 3 Oceans. 29 minutes, Damwon would take a Baron after winning a fight 4-2. Showmaker and Kellen exchanging double kills for Damwon. Showmaker on an Aatrox mid. Like I said, he ends up being MVP. Big contributor in these team fights. They had a 9k gold lead. Now Damwon are up 12-7. Showmaker is 3-1-8. Excuse me. 34 minutes, Fredit Brion would match Damwon Soul Point by going to Soul Point themselves, winning a fight 4-0. Henna with another triple. 37 minutes, Fredit Brion would take a Baron themselves 3-0. Henna with a double. This would cut the gold deficit to 2.5k. So these two fights at Ocean, to go to Ocean Soul Point at 34 minutes, and Baron at 37 minutes would drop the gold from a double-digit deficit to, in the end, nothing. The game was pretty much tied. At 38 minutes, Fredit Brion are up 14-12 in kills. Henna has 10 of the 14 kills on the K-Saw. Fredit Brion would actually take Ocean Soul uncontested, and I thought for a second there I would have to watch a third game of this. But at 40 minutes, Damwon would just relieve me of that pain and win a fight in mid 4-0. Duck down with a triple. The game would end there, 16-14. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. I mean, this is just how Fredit Brion plays. They play this slow, methodical style against everybody. And it works against teams that stink. But against teams that are good that can team fight, Fredit Brion are going to lose. So, I just know that this is going to happen all split long. I'm going to stop my whining. Comment down below, how do you think that the LPL teams did today, the LCK? Did you learn anything new today about teams that you didn't think otherwise? Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Like the video if you like it. Remember, stay tuned later today. I will have power rankings out, as well as my League of Legends sneak peek, where I go over the games that are supposed to take place tomorrow. That might be really long. I have not actually really looked to see if the LCS are playing tomorrow, but if that's the case, that video won't be it's not going to be as long as this one. Those videos are shorter generally, but it will be longer than they've been in the past. So stay tuned for that, where you can predict the winners. And yeah, thanks for watching.